Can you start a painting company while keeping your full-time job? Not only can you, but that's actually probably how I would recommend doing it. So I've helped hundreds of people start painting companies over the years, and a lot of people are starting a painting company because they want to get out of the corporate life, they want to get out of their job, and they want to start a painting business. And people are asking me, Eric, can I do this part-time? Can I do it on the side? And my answer is, not only can you, but I think that's the best way to go about it. I only take risks in business when I can lose. I don't want to take a risk that I have to really risk anything on. You know, if you've got a family to feed and you've got bills to pay, that's a huge risk to just cut off that source of income and go all in on a business. This is also why I really like the painting industry, is you can get started with very little startup capital and you can earn a profit really quickly, which makes it even less risky. So I think you should start this business while keeping your full-time job and just be okay with doing it slow. So let's walk through how you would transition from doing a full-time job with the painting business on the side to eventually transitioning to the painting business full-time. So if we were doing a phone call, the first thing I would ask you is how much money do you make at your job right now? Because that's the amount of money you need to be able to replace with your business before you make the leap. I don't want you to leave your job of, let's say, $100,000 a year until you know that you're gonna be able to make $100,000 a year in your painting business. That way you don't have to take a risk for you, your family, your bills, your lifestyle, or anything like that. You can do it with peace of mind, you can do it with confidence. So how do we do that? How do we know we're gonna be making $100,000 a year in our painting business before we leave our $100,000 a year job? Well, here's how you do it. So you start the painting business on the side. Let's just say you've got 10 to 15 hours a week that you're gonna dedicate. So yeah, you're gonna be working a little extra on top of your job to get your business started. That's what you're paying to not have to take risk. So in 15 hours a week, the goal is gonna be to do maybe 5 estimates a week, maybe even 4 estimates a week, to book a job a week for about $4,000 or $5,000 in sales per week. All right, so while we're doing this 15 hours a week, we're just doing it very part-time. 3, 4, 5 estimates, a job a week. We book it for, let's say, $4,000. On that $4,000, then I'm gonna hire a subcontractor to do those jobs for me. And what I'm working towards is being able to consistently, basically match my income with my business in this part-time amount of time. So let's look at the example of $100,000 a year. Let's say that's what you earn, that's what you need to make from your business. So to make $100,000 on a painting business, you need to make about $2,000 a week. To make $2,000 a week, you've got to do about $6,000 in business per week. All right, so that's $6,000 a week in business, $3,000 is going to your subcontractor for labor and materials. Let's say $1,000 is going to marketing and insurance or other overhead. Okay, so you've got money for marketing to get your 5 estimates a week. You've got one contractor who's delivering your jobs and doing a great job for you. You don't have to babysit and micromanage, and you're spending a lot of your time just doing these estimates and making sure we're getting each job done really well each week. That's what we gotta get to. So we've got 3 things we gotta get figured out. You gotta learn how to market consistently to consistently have those 5 estimates a week. You've got to get good at your sales process so you can make sure you're selling at least $6,000 in sales on those 4 or 5 estimates a week. And we need to find one really good, reliable subcontractor to partner with and work with to deliver for our customers. Once you solve those 3 problems, marketing, sales, and production, once you solve those 3 problems part-time, you're making $2,000 a week on the side. So let's say that you're just running your business part-time on the side for 12 weeks, making $2,000 a week for the last 6 weeks, because you want to make sure you can do this consistently before you make the leap out of your full-time job. That means over those 6 weeks, you make $12,000 in profit. Sock that away in the bank. The 6 weeks leading up to that, you probably made a few $1,000s in profit too in your learning curve. Sock that away in the bank. So now, 12 weeks in, you're making $2,000 a week on your business, which is matching your current income. You have $15,000 saved away. That's kind of your nest egg that says, hey, that's basically 2 months income for me from my job that's sitting in my business account. So you're kind of paying yourself for the next 2 months from your job while still running your business. And the biggest thing is, if you're matching your income for your job with your business, but you're only part-time on your business, imagine how easy it's gonna be when you've got another 40 hours a week to put into your business. So that's the way you can think about this, and everyone's got a different risk tolerance. You could say, hey, if I'm making $1,000 a week on my business, but I'm only doing 10 or 15 hours, I'm ready, I wanna get the heck out of my job. I'm ready to just cut ties, leave, and go all in. You might be a little more risk-taking in that way. Or you might be way more conservative where you say, look, I want to have $30,000 or $40,000 socked away in the bank before I leave my job and go on my business. So that's more of a personal preference. I even know people who have taken what I've advised them is way too long, like a couple years. They're doing $500,000 or $600,000 a year on their business while keeping their full-time job. So you can kind of find that preference for you, but this is absolutely doable to start this on the side. And it's really nice to do that because it takes the pressure off and allows you to focus on developing the skills you need with marketing, sales, and production to actually build a consistent, reliable income from your painting business. And now you've got a foundation that you can really build on and build a really nice, healthy business over time. And that's what we help people do with the Painting Business Pro Training Program. And so if you're thinking about starting a business, I would highly, highly recommend not doing it on your own because of the myriad of mistakes that you will certainly make, because there's so many mistakes to be made. We can help you avoid almost all of those. So we hope to see you in the Painting Business Pro Program soon. If you have any questions about starting a business, just drop them in the comments below and we'll be sure to answer them.